We were aware. We were aware that they play like an assassin, so we were aware also that our comp is really squishy and we need to play really, really smart.
Okay. Yeah, so like I see what your strategy here is. Try to take one lane against them. They all clumps up on that right side. Alright, so like overall the start was pretty good and you guys got super close to getting like almost, you know, double kill there.
Yeah, that is one thing probably which hurt us the most this game, is that we didn't punish them. They were both one-shot and we didn't go up. We didn't punish them, we didn't kill them, we just like stood there and did nothing. That was probably one of the biggest mistakes on this game, I would say. Just
yeah, and they quickly managed to get back in though. You guys did get the kill on Symantec, and yeah, I feel like he got pretty fortunate not dying right there.
But Hatchlings tried to tank once as well, but he just got hit there, as we saw. And still pretty solid for us, I would say. I went aggro there as well on Sprout, since he just went to aggro. But Zeta Tampo, as he went earlier aggro, just got a ton of the super, which is like super deadly for us. And then that Genie pull as well, got them the lead. I'm alone, both of my teammates dead. Really well played just from Zeta. The team play to take us out one by one was like just insane.
In the 40-second mark, you guys have the lead, but this is where like things get really dangerous, where you get pushed back into the spawn on this map with 30 seconds left too.
It's horrible. They have a Genie pull, they have a Sprout who can block off the walls, they have a Tank super potentially coming up soon. And I actually go down against the Genie pull here. I tried to bait him with the gadget, I just reacted too late. I actually like wanted this to happen, I just did it bad. And with that, game is over. We are in a spawn, we're not winning, we don't have the lead, we cannot push back, it's almost GG.
So I'm into the next game right now.
And here you see what we had actually in plan with both with them in the bag, getting supers, getting that squeak super, putting a squeak gadget in there just to waste time in case they want to go for a blue star. And I'm pretty sure I do a mistake here at the start where I want to go for a blue star. Like I get hit a ton. Let's see if it was this game.
Yeah, I think you were trying to jump over that sprout wall, but...
Yes.
Yeah.
I choked, I placed my super, panic super to tank anything. Super went down, basically I wasted my whole super. And you know how important the super is for you.
Right. And then Symantec, I feel like he came in a little earlier there, but actually worked out for him. He did get the kill, but you guys still have the blue star.
Yeah. That was... I don't know why exactly Symantec did that. Probably saw bow cut off again from Squeak, but since I was there and bow damage was still insane, that was not like a big problem for us.
Yeah, so overall, like, you guys are looking good. This is what you guys wanted, right? Like, from the start, like, this is the position you want to be in. Especially
me against Sprout here, so I can, if I want to, use the legs to go aggro on him, or just stay on max range against him. And my both teammates kind of holding the mid down, which is like super easy for them with a Squeak shot and like the bow attack range.
Right. But, you weren't too worried about getting trapped, but again, you like jumped, but you missed that jump. You tried to jump over the Sprout wall, and Symantec kind of like, I think he kind of baited you into it too. Like he was flashing his super, and you kind of fell for that.
That was insane from him. Actually, if you go back, I had an exact placement where I could have, before he even came up, I could have just go back, played safe. But instead of playing safe, I wanted to challenge him and like bait a super out. Which is not the best. I probably wanted to protect my super as well, but I could have just gone back and gadget up behind the wall, be safe, everything, had my super placed down everywhere. But I wanted to go for the bait, I wanted to go for the bait a super, because I saw it, and he probably had vision gear, which I didn't realize there. Or someone had vision gear, so he spotted me, trying like to bait him or something, I don't know. But that was definitely not a good play for me, and beautiful Sprout ball as well, by the way, here. Just cutting me off again. As I said it earlier, Zeta just cuts the players off and kills them one by one, which is like really insane.
I think that's one of the things that makes Symantec so good is like he's gonna like you're telling me like how you're daring him, but he's also daring you. He's daring you to make those plays and putting you into that position. Like, hey, you know, I'm gonna come right at you. Like you don't often expect that from like other pro players. Like when it's like, you know, like, oh yeah, this is pretty risky, but he actually goes for those risky plays and taking the lead.
Maybe actually, we had also a bit of misplacement from our brawlers ourselves, since like, if you see the clip again, that Gear and Chaos were both at the top. And it's not kind of like what we wanted to play, because we play like on the top right quarter of the map.
Right.
But Zeta plays it the other 3/4 of the map, you know? So maybe we should have played lane completely. That's why probably Sprout had such much value and I was able to be cut off easily. So maybe it was also mispositioning from us.
Yeah, because like you guys put yourself in a position where like it's easy for you guys to get pushed back into that spawn. Because, you know, like especially this map, you only got like one small choke point. on the lanes. So it's like if you all group up right there at the end and you just try to play it safe, and like Fang has the super, that kind of gets to a point where like it's dangerous, right?
We see Chaos pushing up from the top. Basically, we gave him a call out to go the right lane at the start, which is one of our favorite strats currently, because Rico alone has so much pressure. But we decided to play it safe afterwards, because Piper can possibly two-shot Rico if she's in the grass. So we said, Chaos, keep it chill, play it safe. We just waste some time until it's late game, because late game we have a Sprout against the Grom, which is way better. We have a Rico with the walls, and we have a Nani who can potentially deal a lot of damage in mid. So we just said, okay, if you don't feel comfortable, you go back. We played safe. We did. You see me actually missing a lot of shots there at the bottom, because I'm not used to playing Sprout that much. I love playing him, but I just keep bouncing against this wall, because I wanted to have like this bounce at the bottom wall there, where it bounces and gets a long range. I choke it multiple times, and KG actually dodges me beautiful there, but like Chaos is doing an amazing job at the top. Gear potentially getting super. I focus just Kenji, Gear together, Chaos, everyone. Beautiful focus, we get him out. It was just like positioning from Zeta, in my opinion, not the best. Plus they didn't have any supers. Right. And Zeta's comp is especially like, in my opinion, like depending on supers.
Yeah, like you don't want to give that Piper super and open up the map. Because this map, like you really want those walls. That's why I feel like Piper is kind of like, it's not a great early pick on this map, really, because like you can't take advantage of oh, the other thing is like you're holding on to that Sprout super. I feel like maybe like I see your idea, like, oh, I'm gonna try to save it for the late game because I'm expecting, you know, the map to get smaller and then I can take full advantage of it. But do you think like, you know, using it earlier would have been better here? Or like you could have blocked off, you know, Tempo or like even Moya Goku at the bottom to prevent that.
I definitely should have, after rewatching that, should have used my super to block off Zeta Tempo. Obviously, I didn't know that moment. I thought that I should not waste my super, because one of the most common mistakes we do in scrims is to waste our Sprout gadgets really, really early. Because if you blocked it mid off and you use the gadget, it's a wasted gadget. It didn't do much to the game, you know.
Right.
And but if you like save it for like the last seconds of the game or something, the gadget has way more value.
Yeah.
I just don't see the point of using a wall early, except if it's really in a bad situation. And I didn't see this coming actually. They did it awesome by pushing us up with the Grom at the top, while we had an Nani super and no one at the top. That was just well played from them and bad reacted from us, I would say.
I think it might have also been better had your Nani just not used super in general. How much time do you guys get like in between these games to like, you know, just think about it or like talk about?
Well, it's not a lot. Like it's like in Power League, you have like this one game where the bar goes up, then you log in game, and you have a bit of time since you also have to see like a menu. So we just like immediately after the game, we don't celebrate, we don't do anything. We just like turn around strategy wise. What do we do? Are we changing something? Chaos, do you want to stay at the right lane? Do you want to try it? And we just like talk that really quick, give a call out, Chaos goes right, we both go left, and that's all. You don't have that much time.
Looking at it right again, like Chaos, you know, he's at that top position. He's up against Grom, but he, you know, I feel like it's better to have your Rico up there. And
important to mention is that Chaos needs that call out all the time from us where that Piper is, because he played on the right lane as long as possible, because we saw Piper in the open. And that is also something which is like really important in Golem Gulch, is because you don't play top to bottom, you play left to right. So it might be that one player doesn't see the other players. And that is like really, really important on this map, to always give out a call out for that Piper, for our Rico, to know if she's in grass or not.
The other thing is like, even though it's kind of a mismatch, you know, having Rico against Grom at the top, but you can say the same thing at the bottom where, you know, Ruffs is in a mismatch against Sprout. And then if you're Gie, who's your Nani, right, your main objective is try to, you know, keep in touch with that Piper as much as you can at the mid, right?
But I feel like the Nani against the mid is also kind of fine against the Ruff, because you have this perfect angle with Nani where you can still like hit all 3 shots into the mid if you are just standing in the mid, which is super cool. But yeah, you said it's the wrong lanes. We try to keep the throw against the thrower. We do that. We swap the lanes. We have Chaos against the Ruff, Nani against the Piper, with Sprout against the Grom, which is completely a better matchup for us.
I feel like it does get dangerous if that Grom starts hitting those shots, getting his super, which he does, but you guys managed to take him out there. And Kie with a really nice Nani super to keep both of them. I feel like that was also like, even though it worked out really well for you guys there, I feel like that could have also been a little risky using the Nani super
Yeah, I think even if Gear would have been not using a super or would have been out, it was a Sprout against a Piper and a Rico with still a gadget left against a Ruff. So, in my opinion, yeah, it's pretty safe.
I'm rewinding it a bit because I really want to see that moment, like where it went wrong. Like they tripled up that right side, and I feel like the biggest reason they did is like, oh, let's try to catch them off guard here with this, you know, triple lane on the right. And I feel like that's really that's very smart. It's like you don't want to do the same trick over and over again in knockout or in any mode, right? You want to try to kind of like find different strategies. Hey, you know, let's try this. Let's triple up here. Maybe they're, you know, we can catch them off guard. And it actually worked out very well for me here. And this quick loss right there because 32, right? We want to be forced into that. But moving on to the third game. You guys are gonna, you know, make adjustments to that. You're not gonna have to Rico do the same thing again. And the other thing is, this Nani super. What was that? Like, I don't understand. Like, how
I don't know.
How did it
the thing is, for the viewers it was insane. But like, Chaos and I stand there. We don't see the top of the map. We were only players in the whole world right now who cannot see what's happening at the top. Gear turns around and gives a call out. Yo guys, I just hit all 3 of them. Do you believe that? What the hell? He just like casual says, I hit all 3 of them with Nani. I just look at him and quick, what do you mean you hit all of them? It's like...
You're like, are you sure about that? Really?
And now you see when Gear used the second hit, after he gets a kill, it was 1 pixel away from getting killed from that Piper. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Like,
that is insane. It connected almost.
And then the Piper shot, because he didn't have shield or anything. He would have died right there.
No, he would have died, 100%. And I was like, yeah, watch out. I don't know why he used the head. I was like...
Yeah.
It's again, as I said earlier, using the head is so dangerous.
Yeah, why do you think he did that? Is it like maybe he's too used to using the other gadget or something? Like the shield?
No, I think he just had confidence that he can use it. Like... He saw he's in the grass, Piper will not expect him. Even if Piper would go aggro on Nani, I would have had his back maybe. Because I was shooting at them, I don't know.
It's still risky. It's still...
Yes, it is. I also placed the wall down after that to protect him, as you can see. I had like flashing it. I didn't place it down, I had like flashing it in case Piper comes aggro again.
Yeah.
And like, then it's a 3v1, that was pretty easy.
All that, and I really like what you guys did. Open up your own wall so Sprout can't trap you. And I was like, yeah.
Sorry?
No, I was saying from there, I felt like you guys were like, you know, at a very like comfortable position.
What I didn't like was the turret from Gear. It's basically a wasted turret. He just put it up there to die, basically, and would have been better in the back, in my opinion. But
yeah, I see that.
Like, I mean, we have a control, but we don't go up, you know. So why use the turret?
Right.
We're still in the back.
You could have put it like behind the PAM, or you could have like put it on the side, because they're not gonna move up that far to like take out a turret at that position.
And so the Dumbo goes then super sprag on me. I still stay alive because I got my shield, because I hit a hit before that. Like 300 HP, barely stay alive, kill him. And that was, I think, a huge kill, in my opinion, since it was again a 3v2, and we had a ton of time to get that zone, to heal up, to get the control back.
And I think the next game, this is where things got...
can we skip the next game, actually?
You want to skip it? Let's look at the start of it, though, because I think that's the problem, is like... You guys, let's see. He does get the kill on Kenji, though, and it gives you like 3v2. And then the biggest thing I saw was like, if he had just gotten that one hit on Tempo, gotten that, you know, super could open up the map, it could have been a different story from there. Right, but it took him a while to get that. The time when he did get it, he went down. You know what I mean? So the timing of it was what really hurt your team there. Do you see that?
A little 2v2 here, but yeah. Like, if he had that wall broken, Gale would have get focused way easier. We might have actually maybe able to kill him before Sprout respawns, and then it would have been again a 3v2, and the game would have slowly be in our control. It's all about the start on that map. It's really sad. Well, you should have a good counter lanes, but they still push a lot. Yeah. Especially on my lane. They get completely stomped, they're insane. I forgot how much I got stomped in that lane, and Moyagoku single-handedly like carrying the game at the start, which is like super insane. And yeah, gets obviously pinched. We were actually really smart. Also gets rid of my gadget with his shadow, and Chaos just lost control then because of that. Didn't get a super as well. Was one shot away from it, and now it's again like what happened in the second game. Once they get the start, we cannot beat. Like we cannot do much. We still get out pretty good. Kenji wastes his wall, like misplaced it, and we kind of good still. We get a power up, and at this moment I thought we can come back at this eventually.
Yeah.
It's again a 3v2.
Yeah, you guys have mid, you know, good control, but that rough super to take out the sprout walls, I feel like that kind of
especially since Kenji got a super 1 second after that. He just got 5 hits in total.
Yeah, I see it right now. It's just a nice he got it back too. So kind of a wasted rough. Not like super wasted, but definitely like a wasted opportunity.
But you also need to think about the gas super, which gives him a ton of value at that wall, and we want it open anyway. So in my opinion, that was definitely the biggest mistake of the game, combined with my really bad start against Lola, and just 2 small mistakes. These are 2 small mistakes. Anyway, M's first pick, they pick Leon Search, we pick Spike Ash.
You guys quickly win that right side with Ash. I'm just gonna pause here right for a bit. I just want to say this. I feel like a lot of the East Asia teams, one of their kryptonites, I feel like are like tank brawlers like Ash, especially like on a map like this. They're not very used to it. Like they're not used to facing a brawler like Ash, right, on this map. Do you think that's one of the advantages you guys took advantage of?
I completely agree. I think Asia in general, East Asia, is like completely focused on mid-range brawlers, especially on maps like this. They play Max, they play Sandy, they hate Janet apparently, since it counters most of these brawlers. They play Leon, SSC, they play Surge, so it definitely isn't what they expect, like facing double tanks or a single tank.
Right.
And yeah. So we just go up, and once they on spawn, we have it pretty easy. We just like kind of react, get them out of their mid again, get the control back, and like push them out, get a goal. Was pretty clean in my opinion. They didn't stop lane here. They still set with the right matchups. So Chaos pops the super because we obviously don't know where they are. Zeta Tampo was super aggro in my opinion, way too aggro against the tank, where you don't know where he is. And now, beautiful from us, in my opinion.
Right, do you think at that 50-second mark I was expecting that ball to, so I feel like I was expecting it to move up a little earlier than that.
We didn't know where Leon was since he was in this, so like we kind of played it safe. Put Surge in mid now, which means he can carry way more once they get control. And it's about, again, this map, it kind of feels like we're just playing the same maps over and over again. Kinda Grande was the same. Gordon Gulch, kind of the same. Dueling Wheelers, kind of the same here as well. Once you're out of mid, you lose the map, you lose the game. It's so easy. And it's so bad. I just hate it so much. Yes.
He loses to the Rosa.
He even sees the Rosas, I think, with the vision gear. So it was definitely a misplaced super. He probably should have just played it more safe there. But still at the same time, Zeta Tampo was just going super aggro in mid. Helping Muyaguka out on his lane as well. And pushing Chaos back. There was like, even if that didn't happen, I believe Zeta Tampo would have scored either way.
But I still feel like, you know, you guys could have made a bunch of key adjustments here, where like, or like, you know, misplays. Like, I still feel like you guys know you have the advantage in terms of comps, right? In this matchup.
I completely agree. It's just getting that Ems into mid once and then we should win. But getting that Ems into mid once is just so hard at the start.
Yeah, get some really good shots. Does take out the Rosa right there. And this was
I decided to go from mid.
Yeah.
From the start, I also decided to go from mid so we can go way more aggressive, because last game we also kind of felt like that I just took too much time on my lane to do pressure, so I went from mid to do more pressure there, and as you saw this, sorry, that Gia got the skill on Rosa now, and it's just a 3v2. Tampo went down, now Muyaguka goes down eventually, and they just spawn again, and once they're in spawn, as I said earlier, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, when Zeta Tampo jumped on me, I actually shot my third shot, but the surge attack cancelled that as well. So I had no ammo after he jumped on me, which is super unlucky. And that gadget out was super important. We hit that. We don't hit that Leon though, but we know he's in this. We kill him. Kenji goes aggro as well, kills me as well. Chaos is the only one alive, and now comes the clutch super. Chaos plays the healing star points, you can see, and he just like kills Leon, which is super important. It's 30 seconds on the clock, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, this is where I saw like the biggest mistake by SK when Tempo. This, like, you don't normally see this error by him in the 30-second mark.
Yeah,
like he runs into your Ash shot. He was one shot away from dying, and you got him, and that was like super key right there. And you were able to take him out there, and then against Moya too, you're still alive with Ash.
He probably didn't anticipate, to be honest, that I do 1.8k damage there.
And
he probably thought he
your
can survive.
speed, because you know he's got Surge with the speed gear, and he's upgraded, so he didn't anticipate, oh, Ash is gonna be able to get up on me so quickly, right? Because you are enraged and you have speed gear as well.
But I didn't like vision gear at all. They thought it's
no, that was me too. Like right as vision gear, like I was like, you know what? Like, what am I gonna do with this? You know, it's just a little.
I was like so surprised when you said that.
No, it's because you know it just came out, so I was like, and I saw uses for it, right? Like I saw, it's really good on like Gene or like Pam in certain instances.
Sneaky Field, Kaboom Canyon.
Yeah, Snake Prairie. Like a bunch of stuff where like you could use it on, but I didn't see it in that degree where like it was gonna be that good. Because I felt like, if you're a great player, you don't often need that vision. But when you're playing against another great team, every like small detail is just so important. You see it from like if I'm rewinding back at like the 2-minute 45-second mark when Chaos was hiding in their base right there. Like sure, it brought like a lot of distraction, but you can see how Temple's not even worried. He's like, oh yeah, my teammates are gonna double team.
My team got this. Yeah,
I'm just gonna focus on the other two brawlers right there, push them back. And then the other thing you can really see about Temple is like he's all over the place in this game. He's gonna come back, he's gonna respawn, and he's gonna go to the. I think he goes to the left, right?
Yeah, he goes to the left and goes aggro Mina.
And he's definitely taking advantage. I think that's the biggest thing is like their team definitely is taking advantage of you as a bow, knowing, hey, we can juke this guy, we can dodge him, right? You can see that you're having a hard time on the lane with the bow.
I completely agree. I think maybe, which we talked about it later, is that we should have actually swapped the lanes. We should have put bow on our left, which is the right in this view. Just so you have an easier lane. Like you have only one side where you need to shoot at.
Right.
So it's easier to hit the shot. And Spike can defend the right, I guess, because he has his shots there. He has curveball shot. So it should have been easier maybe, but it's just that AP turret was that bow to them was too important for the AP turret, and we had no opportunity to swap immediately, so we decided not to. But maybe really we should have swapped there.
Let's see if you guys make that adjustment in the second game. It looks like you guys didn't, where like Chaos is still on that right side.
We didn't. We decided that the bow totem is just way too important for gear. And if gear and I played correctly together as a team, we can easily pinch it out. And we need that spike carry on the left. We need that spike aggression, killing that Gale or Stu, whoever it is. He needs to carry us.
Right.
And that's what we decided on while we were talking about the mid sets, and that's what we tried to do. Stu going completely ham on late, but holy moly. And that's again what we said from Zeta earlier. They know how to go aggro. But didn't pay off. Genie pulled the spike. Spike killed them. But then Gale 8-bit gets down as well. Gale survives to 4 HP. I somehow get him, but we still lose gems, and it's like super chaotic. And at that moment when Gale was 4 HP, I was like, no way I lose this. And we just get like sit a tampoon against them. And we still barely managed to stay alive. Get the control slowly back, get the 8-bit turret down and everything, get the kills, get the control. It's a spike against the Gale now. The Gale has the gems on the lane. Last seconds are going down, counter is going on, Stu is going aggro though. It's fine, we can easily pinch him out. We need to watch out for Chaos though, because if Chaos dies, the counter resets. It's fine though, he's fine. Even if he would have died, we have the gems on our left, which is right, and would have probably get the countdown and win that game. Sorry.
Since you're not healing back.
The thing is, I don't want to heal back when we're losing, plus I don't know where the enemy is. I want to at least hit him once, get my vision gear on him, and then heal up, because I know I can heal up safely. But at the same time, I still just don't want to heal up. We need to get control out, we need to pressure, and then now comes the complete game changer. The Kenji pull on me was beautiful. I have no bow gadgets left. Because I used them earlier for the defense to tank his 2-shot. Maybe I should have done it. Then I could have maybe get this pull out. But that pull was beautiful for Kenji and literally carried them the game in my opinion. Because it was a 3v2 just now with only 2 gem lead behind. So it was possible still to win. But after we lose the pressure all completely again, there was no chance of us winning back the control. And KG completely sitting on all the gems and Stu potentially killing me here actually. Chaos dying as well. There was literally no chance we could win anymore. Sad, really sad. We almost beat up the World Finals, World Winners of 2021. We went to last game.
Yeah, last game.
Was insane. We showed people that it's not impossible to win against them. It is hard, but it's not impossible. we lost that, but we also won that, in my opinion. Like, we went out with a good feeling. We went out with everything, with showing that we're good. The new team, showing that we can be also good at the international stage, and overall, the event was amazing.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is like as a new team, right? You guys just formed, and you're able to do this against, you know, a group of players who've been playing together for so long, right? And being able to push them to that much in this little time as a new team, you know that you have like a lot of room to even get better, right? All right. Thank you so much, by the way.
Having me here again in this a good 2 hours, definitely. Definitely gives me the vibes again of streaming myself. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone tuning in. All right, guys. Take care, everyone. We're going to end it there. Look forward to the next one between Symantec and I. Make sure to follow him if you haven't over at Twitter, Symantec BS. Take care, guys.